So, what if a country didn't just hand you a degree, but gave you a fully engineered launchpad for your entire future? Well, today, we're going to dive into how South Korea is doing exactly that. Let's just start with a question that I think we all kind of feel deep down. The whole world of work is shifting under our feet. The job you might be studying for right now could look completely different in just 5 years. So, the real question isn't just about getting a job, it's about whether you're getting ready for the world that's coming. So, what does it actually take to be ready? Well, according to the World Economic Forum, it's this really fascinating mix of skills. Yeah, of course you see the tech stuff on there. AI and big data, no surprise. But just look at the top 3. Analytical thinking, creative thinking, and resilience. Those are deeply human skills. It's a huge sign that the future isn't just about writing code. It's about how we think, how we adapt, and how we lead alongside the technology. Okay, so if those are the skills we need, where in the world do you actually go to get them? And this right here brings us to our main event, South Korea. It's making this enormous bet that it can be the place to build those skills, all inside one of the most dynamic environments you can find anywhere on the planet. All right, let's get practical for a second. How do you even get in? Let's use a top school, Chungang University, as an example. The path is actually really logical. For majors like humanities or the sciences, it's pretty straightforward. It's all about your language level and your academic record. But when you get to creative fields like film or design, they want to see what you can actually do. And that's why you see things like a practical test or a portfolio. It's not a mystery box, it's a super clear, transparent system. And if you need a sign of just how serious they are, here it is, 100%. That's a full tuition waiver if you hit the highest level of Korean language proficiency. Think about that. They are basically paying you to become fluent. And that's not even all of it. Other scholarships can cover things like your dorm fees. The message here is crystal clear. If you invest in them, they will absolutely invest back in you. But look, a degree is really just the start. What's so different here is what comes next. South Korea has built this incredible pipeline for students to become founders, turning those ideas from the classroom into actual companies, sometimes before you've even thrown your graduation cap in the air. And the heart of this whole thing is a government program called the Promising Student Startup Team 300+. Now, this is not just another business plan competition. It's more like a national talent search. And here's the kicker. There is a dedicated track just for international students. So they're not just letting you compete. They are actively looking for you. And just look at how they've structured this. They call it the Value Up track for a reason. You don't just throw an idea into the void and hope for the best. Nope, you get evaluated, and then you get intensive one-on-one mentorship to make your pitch razor sharp. They're not just there to judge you. They are actively trying to build you into a founder who can go toe-to-toe on a national stage. And the rewards, if you make it, they're pretty substantial. You're talking prize money, an official certificate from the Minister of Education, and this is the big one, direct mentorship from actual venture capitalists. But the real grand prize is that golden ticket to the Challenge K Startup Finals, which is basically the Super Bowl of Korean startup competitions. Just in case you're thinking this is all some casual student project, check out this quote pulled right from the rule book. If you fudge the details on your application, you are banned for 3 years. This is a high-stakes game, and they expect integrity from day one. They're looking for real founders, not just playing around with ideas. All right, so you've graduated. Maybe you even made some noise at the K Startup Challenge. What's next? Well, the support doesn't just stop at the graduation ceremony. The system is designed with 2 very clear, very powerful paths to launch your career. So the system kind of works right here. You can jump on the corporate track, which is all about landing you a great job, or you can go down the founder track for everyone who's ready to build their own thing from the ground up. And what's so important is that neither path is treated like a backup plan. Both are backed by serious, dedicated government programs. So for that corporate track, the support is incredibly hands-on. We're not just talking about a job board. There's a dedicated platform called K-Work, plus one-on-one consulting to get your resume perfect. And here's the real game changer. The government will actually give recommendations to help streamline your skilled worker visa. They even make it easier for companies to hire you by helping cover some of the costs. They are literally removing every barrier they can think of. Now, for the founders, the cornerstone here is a program they call Oasis. And the key idea is that it's a point-based system. This is brilliant because it just takes all the guesswork out of it. You earn points for doing concrete things, completing courses, getting coaching, filing for a patent. It basically turns the whole confusing visa process into a clear roadmap, almost like a video game where you collect points to level up. And that journey is mapped out for you step by step. You start on a short-term visa to get the education, then you get a special preparation visa for up to 2 years to actually get your startup off the ground. Once you officially create your company, you get the real deal tech startup visa. But here's the end goal. After 3 years, you can actually become eligible for permanent residency. This isn't just a business program, it's a genuine pathway to a new life. So you've launched your career or you've launched your company. That's great, but what about just living? This brings us to the final piece of this whole puzzle, the support system for actually building a life there. It shows they're interested in you as a person, not just as a number in the economy. At the heart of all this is the Seoul Global Center. I want you to think of it like mission control for your new life in the city. It's a true one-stop shop designed to handle pretty much any challenge a new resident could face. All the resources you need, all in one place. And the safety net they've built is just incredibly deep. It's not just the obvious stuff, like help with your visa. They offer housing advice, medical interpreters, even legal and tax counseling. I mean, they've clearly thought about all the little friction points that make moving to a new country so stressful, and they've built a service to smooth every single one of them out. This is what turns a scary relocation into something you can actually manage. So, we end right back where we started. The future of work is demanding a new set of skills and a totally new kind of environment. And what we've seen is how South Korea, especially Seoul, has meticulously built an ecosystem to give you both. The whole structure, from getting into university to launching a startup to just getting settled, is a deliberate, powerful answer to the challenges of our time. The future is being built, and this whole system is one country's audacious bid to be the place where it happens. So the only question left is, will you be a part of it?